My Makeup, which is actually my Instagram handle, so if you'd like to check that out, that would be awesome. I'll have it linked below. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime I do upload a video. I'm super excited about today's video. It is the first video in 2020. Happy New Year's. I'm excited because this year I am just really concentrating on growth for this channel. I've been wanting to do YouTube for forever, and I finally got it going, and I just want it to skyrocket. I just love doing it. I know I took a little bit of a break there for a little while over Christmas and New Year's. I wasn't able to celebrate Christmas until New Year's Eve because my fiance had to work over Christmas, so I kind of took some time off just to be with my family and to celebrate with them, but I'm glad to be starting 2020 with a bang. The video I wanted to do is a shop my stash. This video is completely inspired by Samantha March. She is incredible, and I found her in the middle of this year, and her content is just awesome. I really like where she goes with all of her videos and how in depth they are. So I'm going to do a shop my stash series in 2020. Really resembled by her videos. So what I did is I went through my collection. I don't have a ginormous collection. My collection is pretty small in comparison to some YouTubers, but my thing is I want my collection, my makeup collection, to be everything I love. I want it to be products that I look in the drawer and I can't even decide what to use that day because everything I see I like. So that's my goal. I don't have a ton of stuff I dislike in my collection, but I do have products that maybe I haven't used a whole lot, I don't have a full opinion on, or they're brand new into my collection, or I have a terrible habit of using products, like different products every single day. So I'll have 5 eyeliners that are pretty much gone, but I stop using them when they start getting low because I don't want to run out. I want to finish up products in 2020. That is my goal. I want my collection to consist of products I just love, all of them. So what I'm going to do is every single month at the beginning of the month, I'm going to go through my collection. I'm going to pick up products that are either old and close to expiring and I want to use up, products almost empty and just about gone. I want to finish those up. I don't want any more half-used, barely anything left in my collection, or brand new products that I'm super excited to use that I don't really know my opinion on. And then at the end of the month, I will come back and do a recap of everything I put in my stash, things that I emptied up, things that I just decided I no longer like, and then things I really enjoyed. I feel like this will be a great way for you to kind of see a little look-see into my makeup collection and the products that I really gravitate towards. And then products at the end of the month, I decide either I don't like or didn't work for me, I will pass on. I have sisters, I have friends, I have my fiance's mom, you know, they all like makeup, so I just pass it on to them so they can enjoy it too, because I just want a collection of things that I'm super excited to try. Also, I don't want to be buying new products until I start going through some of the products I have now, or decide if I don't like them, move them on, because I don't want a ginormous collection. I just want things I'm really excited about. So, super long intro, apologies, but I just wanted to kind of let you know kind of what the goal for these videos is going to be for 2020. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I picked out of my collection and things that this month I'm really going to concentrate on using, why I pulled them out, and I'm also going to do a get ready with me here probably in a couple days using all these products. I want you to be able to see them kind of in action. Eyeshadow palettes I really want to concentrate on using, and all 3 of them are for a different reason. So the palette I wanted to bring into the Shop My Stash is the Celestial Fender by Dominique Cosmetics. This came in my BoxyCharm. It is a mini of their larger, which was the Celestial Storm palette. This was made especially for BoxyCharm. So I got this last month, and I haven't had a huge chance to use it. There's all the different colors. They're really beautiful colors. I've only used this palette twice now. It is what's on my eyes today. First time I wasn't a huge fan of it. I felt like it had a lot of fallout. But then today when I used it, it was a lot better. So that is why I want to bring this one in, because I want to give it a chance. I want to try it out, see if I like it, and really test the formula. The next palette I brought into my Shop My Stash is the Revolution Sophie X Revolution. It's the Ultra Eyeshadow Palette. This I bought a long time ago, probably 2 years ago maybe. It is a beautiful eyeshadow palette, and if you can tell, I have used this so much. And then this is my older palette that If I were to hit pan on any palette, it would be this of all the palettes I own because I've had it for the longest. I love it. It's beautiful. It has beautiful transition colors. It has beautiful metallic colors. And it's really just an easy eyeshadow palette to use. So I thought I'd bring this one in because it has so many transitions so I can use it in along with the other two palettes. The one I have is Colourpop Chasing Rainbows. I've had this palette since last year. I really, really like this palette. It has some super unique, beautiful colors. And really the color story in all three of these are kind of similar. They're kind of my winter go-tos, like the purples and the blues and these like brown gold or blue-brown colors. They're just some of my favorite to use during the winter. So I wanted to bring all three of these in and really get my use out of them and really wear them a lot and possibly hit pan on a couple of colors. Next we'll go on to complexion. So I have two primers and these are two minis. I love minis, but also I find myself, and it's such a terrible habit, I will use something a ton and then once I get really low on it, I'll stop using it because I don't want to run out, which is a terrible mindset. I want to use everything and then it gives me an excuse to go shopping, go buy more to replace it. So the first one's going to be the YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer. I really like this primer. I've had it for a while, so it's probably going to be expired within the next 6 or so months. So I wanted to use this up, and there's really not that much, and I figure if I use it pretty consistently in January, I'll have more of a chance of actually finishing it. So the next one I got was the Stellar Brilliant Primer. I bought this as a point perk through Sephora. It's just a mini. I've used it twice. And same thing. The first time I hated it. The second time I was like, oh, that's pretty good. So I never get a clear view of products, how I like to use them, because I'm never consistent with them. So I think this Shop My Stash will help me break through that, trying new products every single day, where I want to really narrow in on these specific products and figure out the best way to use them, or if they even work for me. My two foundations, the first one is my Loreal Infallible Pro Glow in 202 Cream Natural. This is so beautiful. I love this foundation. If you can tell, I'm already about down to there, so it's almost gone. And 202 Creamy Natural is without a doubt the best color match for my skin tone. It is just perfect for me. I want to use this up because it is probably close to expiring, and then I will repurchase this abso-freaking-lutely when it's done. I just want to use it up so I can move on to some of my other foundations, and then I will repurchase this one. The next one is my NYX Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation. This is kind of newer to my collection. I really, really like it. But same thing, I haven't used it on a consistent basis, so I don't really know what my thoughts are. I think it's beautiful the times I've worn it, but I haven't really played and manipulated and tweaked it just to see how it works for me. And this is in the color Light, which also matches me perfectly for when I'm as pale as I am right now. I have two concealers also, so I have the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. I've tried this a few times. I do really like the formula, and then this one is in 110 Nude Ivory, so it's perfect for my skin tone. These are actually the only two, well, I have about 3 concealers that actually work for me right now at my skin tone. So that is one. The other one is my Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Cream Concealer. I really, really like this concealer, and then it is in Fair 20 Neutral. It's still pretty new to me. I do really like it, but I do want to use it more consistently and really, really get to know the formula of the concealer. I have 2 powders. Powders are not my favorite product ever. I'm not super excited to try new ones. I'm not super excited to even use them because I can't use a whole lot because I have really dry skin, so I don't use a whole lot of powder. But I do have 5 or 6 setting powders, and I just want to be done with them, move them out of my collection. So the first one is the StudioMakeup HD Finishing Powder. It's a pretty decent setting powder, nothing amazing, but I do want to finish it up. I am so close to being done with it. So I have my BareMinerals Invisible Light Setting Powder. So it's a translucent setting powder, a duo, and one side is matte and one side is glowy, and I got this in my BoxyCharm, and I've used it a lot. I still don't know what I think about it, so I figured if I just can use it consistently every single day to really get to know the formula, then I'll kind of know my opinions on it. You can kind of see, it's kind of hard to really see, but this is the glowy side and this is the matte side. They're super light in color, so that's why I can kind of wear them, because my other setting powders aren't working for me right now because I'm so pale. These are two bronzers that I've had in my collection since, I mean, probably 3 or 4 years. They're some of the oldest ones, so that's why I want to pull them to shop my stash, because I really don't know how I feel about them anymore, because I haven't used them in a long time. Also, if I was going to use up any bronzer, I'd want to get these used up and moved out. So the first one is my No.7 Golden Sand bronzer. I've made a pretty good dent in it. I'm actually probably pretty close to hitting pan in this one. It's a beautiful tone. It really works for winter. I am wearing it today. It's not really dark, so it matches my skin tone pretty perfectly. I have my Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. This is a bit of an older bronzer, and this is just not my favorite anymore. I really like their Butter Bronzer, and I use that pretty much all the time, so I just wanted to use this up. It's kind of orange. It has some glitter, so I don't know how long I'm going to be keeping this in my collection. Give it the whole month, try it out, and then at the end of the month, I'm not sure if I'll keep it, but we'll see. Have any blushes? I change my blush every single day. Blushes aren't something that I care to go through. I like my collection. I like having a collection of blushes, and I really, whatever tone I'm feeling that day for the makeup I did, that's the blush I want to use. So I'm not going to bring any blushes into my stash. So it's kind of the same with highlighters, powder highlighters. I like to use whatever I'm feeling that day. I did bring in one highlighter. It is my Colourpop Lunch Money Super Shock Cheek Highlighter. I've already hit huge major pan in this, so I thought it would be pretty cool just to really concentrate on this for the month of January to possibly use it up. That would be really neat. And also, it's the lightest in tone that I have, so it works really well for my skin tone. And I love these highlighters anyway, so I figured why not just really concentrate on using this. And I think this is going to help me a lot, because I'm going to put all these products in a bag, and then I'm going to have them on my makeup desk. And I feel like when I see the makeup in front of me, I'm more apt to use it, and it reminds me to use it more often. And I also feel like with the cream highlighter, it'll remind me to use more creams. And then I'll start reaching into the products in my collection that I might not use as often, but I love when I use it. The next category are liners. So really in 2019, I got away from liners. I don't use them as often. I really liked the look of just eyeshadow and tons of mascara and just leaving it. But I really, really love the look of a colored eyeliner on the waterline, which I did today with a purple, and I used an LA Girl liner on my lower lash line. So I wanted to bring in some of my liners that either one are a little old and I need to finish them up, or I just want to try to use more colored liners in my look. I have is my Colourpop Dirty Talk. It's a gold. I love the Colourpop cream gel liners. Love them. They're my favorite eyeliner formula. This one is a older one. They've recently repackaged them, so I want to use this one up, because the sooner I use all my old Colourpop eyeliners up, the sooner I can buy all the new ones. So I want to just use all the old ones up, and this is almost gone. It's almost dried out, so I just want to use it. I don't even have that many more uses out of it, and I want to use it so I can buy more. Next liner I got in my BoxyCharm, it is the Apparel Gel Liner in Forest Green. It's kind of this really cool bluey green color, so I thought that would go along pretty well with the eyeshadow palettes that I picked out. Also, I haven't used the formula a whole lot. I've only used it once or twice, so I wanted to try to incorporate that into some looks. I have my Rimmel eyeliners. I have a brown and a nude. They're both almost gone completely, and this comes down to the same thing, where it's like I use this brown eyeliner all the time. I went out and bought a new brown eyeliner, started using that one, and then stopped using this one, so this one just sits in my collection. Same with the nude. So I just want to really concentrate on using these two up. They're really amazing eyeliners. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just old, and I wanted to finish them up because I'm just sick of having 3 half-used brown eyeliners and none of them used up. So I have those two. Next is lip products. So I have 2 lip liners from Colourpop. Colourpop is my favorite lip liner formula, but I found my absolute favorite lip liner of all time in 2019. It's the Colourpop Beeper. It is the most perfect tone for me. So the problem is I bought a bunch of other lip liners trying to find the perfect one. I found the perfect one. Well, now all I do is use that one. But so I have all these half-used lip liners that I just need to use up. They're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. So I just need to use them up so that I can just have if I had just had one lip liner, that would be fine with me because I found the one I want. but I need to use all these up because there's no point in them going to waste. So I have Colourpop Lumiere, which is just that tiny little one, and then I have Colourpop, this is Boy Town. So I just want to finish those two up because there's no point in just having these tiny little lip liners just lying around when there's one I found that I like better. Next is lip products, and I didn't bring any lipsticks or liquid lips. I'm having some issues with extremely dry, cracky, gross lips because not only is it winter and in Montana the air is pretty dry. I have Invisalign, so taking the retainers in and out, the sides of my lips are getting all cracked. Also I breathe kind of funny with them in. So my lips are so dry, so I just can't wear any other lipsticks right now because it just looks terrible. So what I brought in is I brought 3 lip glosses, so I figured I could do lip liner and then a lip gloss. This one is my e.l.f. Plumping Lip Gloss. I'm not sure. I think this is champagne, but it is already over half gone, so I figured I would just finish using that up. Also, I have my Revolution Lip Topper in Exquisite, which is this really beautiful champagne-y pink lip topper. And then I have my Sephora Outrageous Effect Volume Lip Gloss. I love these lip glosses so much. It's almost gone, so I feel like if I use it up, then I can move on to other things I have, so that I can come back and buy this, just like the foundation. The last product in my Shop My Stash are my setting sprays. I have 2 setting sprays. I have a ton of setting sprays, but I really just use the ones I really like. So I figured if I can go through the ones I like, my 2 favorite ones, finish them up, then I can move on to the other ones I have, and then eventually as I move through all the products I can go back and buy the things I want. I just want to empty my collection and refill it with things I love, things I know, and then I can start trying new products also as I use products up. So the very first one's my Milani Make It Dewy. There's literally one more use in this, but it came down to the same thing where it's like I got really low on this, so I just moved on, started using something else. So then I had just almost empty makeup setting sprays lying around. Next one is my Morphine Jeffree Star setting spray. Love this. Without a doubt, my favorite setting spray ever. It just melts my makeup beautifully. It's almost gone. I feel like as soon as I can use this up, I'll move on, and I'll come back and repurchase this. But the problem with having my favorite products in my collection is like that's all I want to use. I don't want to use anything else. So finishing that one up. So that is my January 2020 Shop My Stash collection, everything I'm going to be trying to really use up this month, and I'll come back at the end of the month with a recap of everything I used, things I emptied up, my opinions on everything. I'm really excited about this series on my YouTube because I feel like it's going to really help me narrow in on what I like in my makeup products, what I like in my routine, how I can change in everything, and then I can have a really strong opinion of everything in my collection. That's kind of my goal for 2020. Get to know the makeup I have, really shop my stash, know what I have in my collection, so then I can go buy other products, new things, and know what interests me in makeup. And maybe this will inspire you to look into your makeup collection, pull up products you already have instead of going out and buying new ones, and really get to know what you have in your collection before you go out and just buy more, which is huge. I feel like 2019 really kind of pushed more makeup. 2020 is going to be the year of let's figure out what we have in our collection, let's love on that, let's use that up, and then replenish with new products. So hopefully this was helpful, hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will catch you on the next video. Also please remember to subscribe to my channel and give this movie a thumbs up. Alright, bye guys!